Hello, LDR fam. Welcome back to LDR Talks. This is episode 2 of our series. And today we have a pretty interesting topic that was actually requested that we talk about by one of our viewers who sent us a message. And the topic for today is, how do we handle the time difference between us?
So we currently have 16 hours difference right now because of the daily daylight savings time. So what we do is just we try to put each other on our schedule. Like we try to fit each other in our daily schedules. So what we do is when I'm about to sleep, it's his time to wake up, to get ready for work. So we allot like an hour for that. He wakes up earlier than what he used to, and we talk for an hour. And then the good thing is that when I wake up is that's the time when he's out of work. So we can also have some time. So what can you say about this?
Well, I just wanted to say that, we've always have set time for each other. We've always been able to squeeze each other in each other's schedules. In the beginning, it was different because it seems like, we would talk and talk and talk and talk like every single time where both of us had no sleep. We'd be one of us would be waking up, the other one would be getting ready to go to bed, but it seems like none of us did any of those things, so we just kept talking. Um, but we always found the time to, whenever we got busier, we always allotted a time for each other. There was always a time slot for us. And, there was no question that, like, we are always on the schedule. There was no question about that. And like you were saying, there was always like 1 or 2 hours, whether in the morning or whether at night. We always try to find that time for each other. And we've always had the weekends too. Um,
Yeah.
and of course, with the daylight savings times, it's gotten a lot more difficult. But that hasn't stopped us from adjusting for it.
Well, the thing is, you make time for the people or the things that are important for you. No one is ever too busy that they can't even send you a message. So we agreed on one thing. Whenever one of us is really busy, or if we're both busy, what we do is we allot at least 30 minutes to 1 hour, or if not, we at least tell each other good morning or good night, at least that like a few minutes. You can never be too busy for someone that's really important for you.
Right, right. We can never be too busy for someone that's really important for us, and that's why they're part of our life now. You're part of my life. I'm part of your life. We're always gonna be there. We're always gonna have the set time for each other, because when you're in an LDR, communication is key. You want to always allot a certain amount of time for your partner, also for yourself too. But make sure to always include them in your schedule.
Yeah, like you're not together, right? And sometimes you might think that you have your own. It's true, you have your own lives, but what we do is we try to make each other a part of our life. Like we always ask each other, "Oh, how's your day? What happened to your day?" and things like that, so they won't feel like they're not in your life.
Right. We always tell each other about what's been going on in the day. When we wake up in the morning, we're like, well, how are you? What have you been doing? How do you feel about the day? What do you think about the day overall? We always ask these types of questions. They're small things, but they're important. They're very, very important questions to always ask your partner. Um, and especially, when we don't have much time together right now. The time difference are not easy, but just know that when you can always adjust for it, you can always adjust and make time for each other.
Yeah, and the thing is, we always tell each other, let's say, for example, like we'll be busy in the next few days, we tell each other, hey, I'll be busy for a little bit, I might not have much time. At least communicate that with your partner. Don't just leave them hanging and like not even have a set time. So, because like if you have like a set time, let's say, okay, we're both free at like this specific time, at least you both have that thing that, or like that time wherein you both go online, you both talk about your day, you both talk about everything.
Right. You don't want to leave your partner wondering, well, where are you? Why haven't you communicated with me the whole day?
That sucks. That
It
sucks when
sucks,
you
right?
don't know what's happening with your partner.
Right, because it's happened to us. It's happened to us when, for example, um, you know, Mother Nature happens, and all of a sudden we can't charge our phone, and I'm sending messages over here, and I have no idea what's going on. It's just a little bit different, but it's worrisome too when you don't know what's happening. But you don't know what's happening with your partner. You don't know if they're okay, or why are they not responding. Things like that. Um, and so that's why we always keep ourselves updated with each other on what's going on in the day, or whether we're going to be able to see each other, that day, or we're going to be able to talk. Of course, we always will be, because we always set that set amount of time. Um, but we always make sure to communicate every day. And despite the time difference, we've always been able to adjust and allocate time for each other. That's probably the most important thing in LDR, to keep that
Yes,
communication going.
to keep the communication going. That's true. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you like it, and feel free to send us a message if there are things that you are wondering or you have some questions, and we'll try to answer them as much as we can. And you can be our guest if you want.
Of course. We'll see you in the next episode.